Yo, what is up guys? Sam Pack here, back with another video, and today I want to give you guys a tour of my new gaming setup. So for a while now, I've actually been using this as my gaming setup for a couple of years now. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but it worked for what I was doing at the time. But now that we got a studio space in the basement, I'm finally able to create a dedicated gaming setup. And as you can see, I went with a very dark and moody vibe, but a lot of the products that are in white, so it gives that nice contrast. So let's get right into it. All right, so first up is this Secretlab Magnus desk. And if you guys been following me for a while now, you know I'm all about keeping my space clean and organized, and this desk is a huge part of that. It's seriously one of my favorite desks I've used so far. And I went with this one instead of the Magnus Pro because I don't really need a sit-stand function since I'm always sitting at my chair when I'm playing games, and going for the regular Magnus desk is gonna save you about $300. So build quality. This desk feels solid and built to last forever. It's super sturdy since it's made out of all metal, and it has a height of 29 inches and the top is 59 inches long and about 27.5 inches wide. Putting the desk together is pretty straightforward. All you really need is an Allen wrench that's included and a bit of time. But I would recommend having someone lift it up once you're done putting it together because it's a bit heavy. And one feature that I absolutely love the most is the back cable management tray. It's such a game changer. You can just lift it up like this and tuck all your cables inside and boom, everything looks clean and organized. This isn't something new at all, but I really love desks that have this type of features. And I also added a Anker outlet here with a flat slanted plug. And guys, if you guys are not using these type of outlets yet, you're missing out. The cable management bundle is definitely worth picking up. First, we got these magnetic trays that you can attach to the legs of the desk, and these are perfect for hiding cables. And since these are magnetic, they make them super easy to adjust if needed. And here we got some Velcro straps, which are a must-have for bundling cables together. And I also got these magnetic cable anchors that are a lifesaver for when you need a cable readily available. I can just tuck them away and keep the desk looking good at all times. Another must-have accessory is this magnetic headphone holder. It's simple but effective. You just stick it underneath the desk and it keeps my headphones out of the way but still easily accessible. And lastly, we got this dual monitor vertical arm mount. This thing is great for setting up multiple monitors. You can actually have up to 4 monitors up at the same time, but for my setup, I want to stack them on top of each other. But you can use them in different ways, and I just love the flexibility of this mount so that I'm not just tied down to one monitor setup forever. And huge shout out to Secretlab for sending the accessories out. And speaking of monitors, the first one I got here is the LG 27GR95QEB. It's a 27-inch OLED with a 1440p resolution with a 240Hz refresh rate. I've been using this monitor for about 3 years now, and honestly, I don't think I could ever go back to using a regular monitor after using OLED. The picture quality is just insane, super sharp, vibrant colors with deep blacks. Plus with the 240Hz refresh rate, competitive games feel ultra smooth. Whether I'm playing Apex or any other FPS, the difference is just night and day for me. And the size is perfect too, 27 inches just right for me. Anything bigger would feel a bit too much on my desk, but this one's the sweet spot. And the best part, the image just pop. Once you've experienced OLED, you'll never want to go back to anything else. Then for my secondary monitor, I have the LG 27GL650FB. This one's a 1080p display, and honestly, it's nothing fancy. I just had it for years now, and it's just there for Discord, Spotify, or anything else I need while I'm gaming. It's solid for multitasking, and I don't really need anything crazy for my secondary screen, so it just fits perfectly with the build. All right, so let's talk about comfort for a second. I spent hours in this chair, and it's so crucial to have something that supports me and feels good while I'm sitting in it. Enter the Anthros V2 chair. They made some big improvements that make it way more comfortable for long gaming sessions. First off, the seat design is completely reworked. The front lip is now curved in a way that eliminates any pressure on your thighs, and they call this the waterfall design. And trust me, it makes a huge difference. Another big change is the pelvis support. It's now wider, which gives better lower back support, and it feels more secure and comfortable than before. It feels like it sits a little bit lower than the V1 since it's a bit wider, but it feels a lot more stable and a lot more support. They also changed the fabric that it comes with, and now it's wrapped in Athlon Performance fabric. This material is more breathable and elastic, which keeps you cool during long hours of sitting, and I don't have to worry about my seat getting too hot anymore, and it's a huge improvement from the V1. So bottom line, this is still the best chair for me. The V2 is a perfect balance of support, comfort, and durability, and if you're serious about gaming or want to fix your posture, this is the chair to get. Now let's talk about my gaming PC. This right here is the Thermaltake Tower 600. It's one of the cleanest PC builds I've ever had. I did a full build video on this, so go check it out if you want to see the full breakdown of components. But let me tell you, the look and performance of this PC are just crazy good. The Tower 600 case is so clean. I just love how much space that you have for all the components, and it's got a great airflow design, so the system runs really cool even when I'm gaming for long hours. The tempered glass side panels show off the build really nicely, and it's just a satisfying look. It's a powerful rig that's a huge centerpiece to my gaming setup. Alright, for those times I just want to chill and just play some games with my buddies, I break out the PS5 Pro. I mainly play Apex on here since I want to avoid all those sweaties and cheaters on PC lobbies. The PS5 Pro has some noticeable upgrades in graphics. It's sharper, less blurry, and the aliasing is almost non-existent. It's a really nice step up from the regular PS5, and playing games like Cyberpunk, Spider-Man, or even Ghost of Tsushima are amazing. Now, is it worth paying $700 for this? Well, that's really up to you. For me, I like the graphical boost that it provides, but if you're on a budget, the regular PS5 will just do fine. But honestly, it's still cheaper than building a gaming PC, so it's still a solid option. I mostly play with the PS5 Pro controller whenever I'm on, but if you're looking for a good competitive Pro controller, you need to check out the Hex Gaming Phantom controller. This is one of the best Pro controllers I've ever used. And for me, what sets it apart from other Pro controllers out there is the button placements. It's positioned perfectly where your fingers naturally rest, and it's not in an awkward position like some other Pro controllers out there where the buttons just feel really out of place. And it also has mouse click triggers, which means super fast response times, and you can even toggle them off to go back to the adaptive triggers. The customizability doesn't stop there. You can switch out the thumbsticks for different sizes, different shapes, and there's even a built-in hex drift module that corrects stick drift, so your joysticks always stay precise. This controller also lets you have 6 different profiles, and you can map buttons however you want, and whether you're playing Apex or something else, this controller gives you that edge. And trust me, this is the controller I'd pick over a SCUF any day. So next up, if you got multiple gaming systems like I do, a PC, a PS5, and now I got a Switch, you're gonna need something to seamlessly switch between them. And that's where the Ugreen video switcher comes in. This little device is a lifesaver for anyone who's juggling between multiple devices and need to switch between them quickly. This video switcher supports 4K at 120Hz, which is awesome if you're gaming at high resolutions and frame rates. It's really easy to use. You just press this button to switch between the devices, and it's almost instantaneous. I've got this mounted under my desk and routed all the HDMI cables through it, so everything stays tidy and I don't have to mess around plugging and unplugging cables every time I want to switch systems. Alright, so let's talk audio. For me, the Nova Pro headset is where it's at. I've been using the 7P for a while now, but when I saw the Nova Pro, I knew I had to upgrade. The standout feature of the Nova Pro is the dual USB connection. I can easily switch between my gaming PC and my PS5 without needing to unplug anything. So whichever system I turn on to use first, it'll switch to that automatically. And another feature that I love is the active noise cancelling. It's amazing how much it blocks out the external noise, especially when I'm deep into gaming. You can really get immersed in your game without distractions, and the sound quality is top notch too. Crisp highs, rich lows, and really solid mid-range. And the Nova Pro solves another issue that I always keep having, which is to remember to charge my headset. The Nova Pro comes with 2 hot swappable batteries. This means I never have to worry about changing the battery on the headset. One battery can be charging while the other one is in use, so I'm always good to go. And you don't know how convenient this is once you have it. So if you're looking for a reliable, high quality gaming headset that works with both PC and console, this is it. And for my mouse, I'm currently rocking the Razer Viper V3. I've been actually using the Viper V1 for a while, but when I saw the V3 in white, I knew I had to try it out. The first thing I noticed is the shape, and it's more ergonomic with a larger hump in the back, which fits perfectly in my hands. The size and design are ideal for all grip styles, whether you're playing palm, claw, or fingertip grip. I personally use a palm grip, so I really like how the mouse feels into my hands comfortably, and I have a better overall grip. And one downside though, at least for myself, they removed the rubberized grips that were on the V1, and I actually really like those grips, but I get why they removed them. A lot of people complained that they wore out really quick, but for me personally, mine never did, so I don't know. And one last thing I didn't like about the V3 is that it doesn't come with a charging stand anymore, and that was one of my favorite features in the V1, and I'm actually a little disappointed that they took it out. Now I gotta remember to plug in and charge it, which is kind of annoying a little bit. But besides that, the Viper V3 is still an awesome mouse. The tracking is super precise, and I've noticed a significant difference in terms of speed and accuracy in games because of that 10K pulling. It's light, responsive, and it has that classic Razer feel that I love. So next, I recently purchased the Artisan mousepad, and after watching Brandon's videos of top mousepads on the market, I decided to go with this one. It's super soft, and the surface is perfect for precision movements. So for me personally, I'm not a fan of glass mousepads, pads because I've always used cloth ones, and after using this one for a couple of months, I haven't found a mouse pad that comes even close to this level of performance. And what makes it so special is how smooth the surface is, allowing my mouse to glide effortlessly across it. The accuracy is spot on too. I can make micro adjustments during gameplay with ease, and it's just so crucial for competitive gaming. The surface doesn't wear out easily either. I've been using it for months now and it still looks and feels brand new. Alright, so we definitely gotta have to talk about keyboards on this channel, and the gaming keyboard that I'm currently using is the Newfie Air 60 HE. And I know some of you guys are probably like, why aren't you using a Wooting? Let me explain. So what I love most about this keyboard is that it's low profile. I've been gaming on PC since I was a kid playing the original StarCraft, and after years and years of playing on PC, your wrists kind of get a little worn down, you know, as you get a little older. So for me, having a low profile keyboard helps me still game with way less wrist pain. And having my wrist straight out like this helps relieve that tension, and I don't feel that same pain that I used to in my joints. But going back to the keyboard design, it's a 60% layout keyboard, which is perfect for comp games, and it has Hall effect switches, meaning it's super responsive. The actuation range is from 0.1 millimeters to 3.3 millimeters, which means your keystrokes register faster with greater precision. This keyboard comes with purple keycaps, but I swapped them out for these white ones to match the setup. Alright, so if you're gaming or working late, you're gonna need some good lighting, and that's where the BenQ e-reading desk lamp comes in. This lamp is perfect for gaming setups because it provides a nice ambient light without being too harsh, and it's adjustable so you can control the brightness and color temperature depending on the mood that you're going for. I usually play in the dark, so having this light on really helps set the vibe and helps with my eyes while I'm staring at the monitor for hours. The touch controls are super convenient too. You just simply tap to turn it on, and it's a very subtle addition to my setup, but makes a big difference for me while I'm gaming. But when it comes to lighting for content creation, the Amaran T4C tube lights are just so good. These are perfect for adding some extra color and atmosphere to my setup, and I really like how bright and accurate the colors are, and they're just super vibrant. I use these mostly when I'm shooting content, but I'll throw them on when I'm gaming if I want to change up the vibe. And for my main key light, I use the Godox SL60. This thing is affordable, reliable, and also gives a soft, even light that works perfectly for my setup. I've been using this for almost 4 years now, and it's still going strong. And I mounted it to a ICANN wall mount, and it's been working great for all my content creating needs. And finally, the last things I got here is the IKEA Calyx shelf, and this has been with me since my first desk setup I had back in my parents' house. It's great for storing random things like camera gear, vinyls, extra cables, and it also doubles as a nice place to keep my mini fridge, which honestly is my favorite purchase of this setup. A mini fridge is a must-have for a gaming setup, especially if you're gaming for long hours, and you always got to keep the fridge stacked, and I hope one day we get that ghost sponsor. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my gaming setup. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour, got some inspiration for your own setups, and if there's anything you guys want to know more about or have any questions about any of the gear, drop it in the comments down below, and I'll always try to respond to every single one of you guys. Also, let me know which part of your setup was your favorite, and if there's anything you guys think I should add or upgrade next. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.